Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, in this video we will be discussing important IBPS PO main exams general awareness question that was conducted on 22nd of January 2022. This paper will be highly important for revision. All the content provided alongside with the questions will be remarkable and you should note that down for your future exams preparation. Let's start. Here are some FDI limits sector-wise that are highly important. If we are talking about agriculture and allied sector, 100% FDI limit. Coal mining, 100%. Airports and road transport, 100%. Power exchange, petroleum refineries, 100%. Telecom and satellite, 100%. Space agencies, 100%. Ports and shipping, 100%. Print media, 26%. Now, you tell me what is the FDI limit sector-wise of the defense sector. Tell me, this is your homework. This is your first homework. Then insurance and pension has a FDI limit of 74%. Private sector bank 74%. Public sector bank, that is your PSB, 20%. Asset reconstruction companies 49%. Infrastructure companies in security market and security agencies 49%. Important FDI limits that you should know. Let's revise. Do take a screenshot of them, alright, or stop the video here itself and write them down. They are highly important for banking exams. Alright. So friends, we have an app by the name AffairsCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded and logged in through your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to this page. And you can see here various all courses and various other sections provided to us. The courses that are provided by our team are very helpful and they will be very useful in your preparation. In the courses that we provide, we give you daily current affairs, weekly current affairs and monthly current affairs. In daily current affairs, we will be providing you with multiple quiz of 20 questions daily. Then we'll be giving you the daily current affairs content also. Similarly for weekly, we will providing you 50 questions of quiz on weekly basis, as well as all the important current affairs of that week will be given to you in an ebook. Similarly for monthly basis. Apart from this, we'll be providing you with banking awareness and all the banking relating exams. So don't worry, your preparation is in our hands. We'll be providing you with the best content. Apart from this, then you should know we've covered topic wise. Important daily topic wise or the monthly topic wise are covered in our course. We'll give you 20 types of such PDFs that will cover apps and web portals, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, awards, applications and web portals, and defense sector. All the topics that you see of general studies are basically covered here. As you saw, we provide current affairs in English, Hindi, banking awareness, exam PDF, special current affairs, topic-wise current affairs are provided to you, state current affairs, then topic-wise quizzes are provided to you. There is another section in special current affairs that is learn from picture, and we have named this infographics. Infographics are your interactive PDFs that you can interact with. They are highly informative. I highly suggest you to go and check these out because they will be helping you to learn things in an interactive way. So do check them out. They will be very valuable to you. All you have to do is to purchase our course. You can use code VIKAS10 that will be giving you an additional 10% discount on the purchase you make. So it is a bumper offer. All you have to do is go and download our app and check our courses. So friends, we'll start with the session. So friends, let's start. The first question is, SEBI issued new rules as per which company listed under the NSE Prime need to have at least -% public shareholding against the previous 25%. So the previous holding of 25% was increased to what percent it is being asked here. Alright, and it is asked for the companies that were listed under NSE Prime. What was this? NSE Prime was a government initiative, alright, launched a new corporate. NSE launched it. It was a new corporate government initiative in which the NSE listed companies cannot adopt voluntarily. Alright, they cannot adopt it voluntarily, and the percentage stakeholding was increased from 25% to 40%. NSE stands for National Stock Exchange. Alright. This NSE Prime is a framework that prescribes higher standards of corporate governance for listed companies with additional disclosure requirements for providing higher quality of public information and greater transparency. Alright, according to this, the features are: an NSE Prime company needs at least 40% public shareholding as against the 25% that was earlier, and this comes under your SEBI rules. All right. If we are talking about NSE, this NSE, National Stock Exchange, where is the headquarter? Mumbai, Maharashtra is the headquarter of NSE. When was it founded? It was founded in 1992. We are talking about NSE. And who is the CEO and Managing Director of NSE? Vikram Limai. Vikram Limai is the CEO and Managing Director of NSE. Next question that was asked was, who recently became the chairperson of InSpace? First of all, what is this InSpace? InSpace. IN stands for Indian National. Remember this. IN, Indian National. Indian National full form is Indian National Space Promotion Authorization Center. This is the full form of InSpace. So question asked was, who became the chairperson of InSpace? Pawan Kumar Goenka. Pawan Kumar Goenka was the person who became the chairperson of this InSpace. All right, Pawan Kumar Goenka, he was the former managing director of Mahindra and Mahindra. Also, remember, he became the chairperson of InSpace, and earlier he was the former managing director of Mahindra and Mahindra. This appointment came from ACC, Appointments Cabinet Committee. On the cabinet approved this appointment. All right. Then if question asked, InSpace, this central government established InSpace, this comes under the Department of Space. All right, as the nodal agency for regulating the private companies in the space sector. So all the private firms that want to get into the space ventures, so they have to go through these government agencies. So this is the nodal agency in space that regulates that. All right, so the chairperson of this nodal agency is Pawan Kumar Goenka. This was the correct answer. Next, in December 2021, Archaeological Survey of India, that is your ASI, acquired 84 acres of land covering the historic monument Bibi Ka Maqbara, referred to as the replica of Taj Mahal. In which state the monument is located? This was simple and direct question asked. Where is the Bibi Ka Maqbara located? So the correct answer for this will be Maharashtra. Also, you can remember Bibi Ka Maqbara. This is referred to as the replica of Taj Mahal. Who built Taj Mahal if asked? It was built by Shah Jahan. Alright, and he was a Mughal emperor. When was it built? It was built in 1631. Alright. Similarly, remember Red Fort. Red Fort was also built by Shah Jahan only. Next, who authored the book Da Vinci Code? Da Vinci Code, a very famous book. This was authored by whom? The question is this. A simple question. Dan Brown. Dan Brown is the author of the book Da Vinci Code. Next. Center constitutes Delimitation Commission that was headed by whom? First of all, what is this Delimitation Commission? First of all, you should know the term delimitation. It refers to the act or process of fixing limits or boundaries or territorial constituencies in a country to represent changes in the population. So this delimitation commission, it is appointed by, first thing, president. Who appoints this delimitation commission? It is appointed by President of India, and who is the current president? Ramnath Kovind. And this works in collaboration with Election Commission of India. Two things first of all you need to know about delimitation commission. All right, now in 2020 March, an exercise of power conferred by the Section 3 of Delimitation Act, central government has set up a delimitation commission that was headed by whom? This was the question asked. So the person who headed this delimitation commission was Ranjana Prakash Desai. All right, and Ranjana Prakash Desai is the former Supreme Court judge. Do mark this also. And this was set up for Jammu and Kashmir first, second Assam, third Manipur, and fourth is your Arunachal Pradesh. For these four places, this delimitation commission was set up, that was headed by Ranjana Prakash Desai. This delimitation commission is set up by President, and this works in collaboration with Election Commission of India. Next question. The Department of Atomic Energy announced the Parliament on plans to increase India's nuclear power capacity from the present -% to 22,480 megawatt by the year 2031. So, what was the capacity suggested to increase in the plan? To increase the current power, that is 6,780 megawatt, this was the answer, to 22,480 megawatt. For this purpose, around 16 projects will be implemented so that the nuclear capacity will increase. If I ask you, where is Kharagpur Atomic Power Project located? This Kharagpur Atomic Power Project is located in which state? It is in Gujarat. In Surat, Gujarat, this is located. First of all, mark this. Alright. If I ask you, where is Tarapur nuclear power plant located? It is located in Maharashtra, built by with the help of USA. Similarly, Rawat Bata, where is this nuclear power plant located? This nuclear power plant Rawat Bata is located in Rajasthan. Alright, moving on. Which company partnered with Paytm Payment Bank to offer international fund transfer through full KYC? KYC stands for Know Your Customer Complaint Paytm Wallets. I repeat, you have to name the company that partnered with Paytm Payment Bank to offer international fund transfer through full KYC complaint Paytm Wallets. What is the company name being asked here? First of all, let me tell you the answer. The answer is MoneyGram. This is the name of the company that has partnered with Paytm Payments Bank to offer international fund transfer directly to, that means international funds will be transferred directly to your Paytm wallet. So for this, which company has partnered with Paytm banks? It is your MoneyGram is the correct answer. Alright. Under this partnership, MoneyGram users abroad can now transfer money to any Know Your Customer Complaint Paytm wallet. That means for any Paytm wallets whose KYC is done, MoneyGram users can send money directly to the Paytm wallet. Alright, if I ask you about Paytm Payments Bank, who is the MD and CEO of Paytm Payments Bank? MD and CEO. He is Satish Kumar Gupta. Headquarter of this Paytm Payment Bank, it is in Noida. Noida is in UP. And if I talk to you about MoneyGram, the chairman and CEO is Alex Holmes, and the headquarter is in Texas, USA. Alright. Next, when was the first time in the history of India's Legislative Assembly the Union Budget was presented on 1st February ahead of its usual March release? So it is saying that we know usually the budget is released in the March month, but it was released on 1st of Feb for the first time. When, which was the year it is asked? It was in 2017. Alright, and today also on 1st of Feb the budget was released for the year 2021, but for the first time it was released on 1st of Feb on in the year 2017. Next question. Which of the following is not a component of the central sector umbrella scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana for the year 2016 to 2017? Tell me, not a component of the central sector umbrella scheme, that is your Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. First of all, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, this scheme was launched to boost the food processing sector in the country, to give a boost to the food processing sector to the country, also to increase the farmers' income, or specifically it was said that farmers' income will double from this Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. It was launched for a period of 2016 to 2020, and a total expected money that will be spent on this was around 6,000 crore rupees. All right, then seven schemes were launched under this Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, and it is asked among these five given here which is not the among the seven schemes that were launched. So the launched were, for let me tell you the wrong answer here. Operation Greens was none of the scheme here. All right, that means it was not one of the seven schemes that were launched. Mega food parks, integrated cold chain and value addition infrastructure, creation expansion of food processing and preservation capacities, infrastructure for agro processing culture, creation of backward and forward links. All right, food safety and quality assurance infrastructure, yes. Human resource, another, right, human resource and institutions was launched. All right, and infrastructure and agro processing culture was also that is marked here. So these were the seven. Just remember, there were seven schemes that were launched, and Operation Greens was not one of the seven schemes that was launched under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. Moving to the next question, it is saying James Webb Space Telescope was launched using ARIANA 5 rocket, reached its final destination, that is dense kilometer away from Earth. First of all, James Webb Space Telescope, remember, it is the largest space telescope that has been built by which organization? By NASA. If asked country, it is of USA. What will James telescope, or in which spectrum will it take light from the space? It will be working in infrared region. Mark this, highly important. This will work in infrared region. That means it will detect the heat sources and the cold sources. All the heat sources will be marked as red, and the cold sources will be marked as blue. In order to make this more beneficial, this James Webb Space Telescope was coated with gold. All right, mark this also. So the correct option here that was is how many kilometers is the final destination that is away from Earth. So that is around 15 lakh kilometers, that is comes around 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth.Moving on, in December, there was an announcement to sell 6% stake through IPO. IPO is your initial public offering in Dash, a mutual fund company that was formed by a joint venture with the France Amundi Asset Management. I repeat, in December, there was an announcement to sell 6% stake through IPO in Dash company. What is the name of that company? That is a mutual fund company that was formed by a joint venture with France Amundi Asset Management. So what was the name of the company? It is your SBI Mutual Fund. All right, the name of the company is that was selling 6% stake in initial public offering up, and SBI Mutual Fund is the joint venture that is with France Amundi Asset Management. All right, you should know what is this IPO. Full form is important, initial public offering. As you saw, Paytm also gave their initial launch their IPO, but due to some correct valuation of the company, the IPO of the Paytm is getting down, reduced day by day. That is also as of now around 40%. It is down by 40% from the amount that was initially launched. Even now, company both, that is our electronics company, this is also planning to launch their initial public offering, and they have marked their market, or they have decided to launch the IPO at a valuation of 16k to 20k. This will be soon confirmed. Next, Tansen Samaro, a classical music festival, is annually held in which city? Tansen Samaro, important. First of all, mark this. This Tansen Samaro, we will be talking about it. This is a 5-day long Tansen Samaro, or Tansen Sangeet Samaro to be precise. If we are talking about 2020th, it was the 96th edition of this Tansen Samaro. Question asked, another thing you need to remember, it is a musical festival. This is annually celebrated in which city? It is celebrated in Gwalior, MP. Now, if you have paid attention or if you are watching daily our videos, then you should know Gwalior is the city where first drone mela was held. First drone mela in Gwalior only. Alright. Now, if I ask you, recently PT Satish Vyas conferred with the Tansen Samman 2020. Tansen Samman of 2020 was given to whom? He is Satish Vyas. Alright, he was conferred with Tansen Samman 2020. Along with this award, he was given with 1 lakh rupees. Alright, and he received it for his Hindustani music. Hindustani music can be asked. Alright, this is important. Apart from this award, remember one more award, that is your Raja Mansingh Tomar Award. Raja Mansingh Tomar Award for the year 2020. This was given to, or who was honored with this Raja Mansingh Tomar Award? He is, it was an institution, remember, that is Abhinav Kala Parishad. Abhinav Kala Parishad is the institution that was honored with Raja Mansingh Tomar Award. And if we are talking about Tansen Samman for 2020, Satish Vyas was honored with it, and for his Hindustani music he was honored with Tansen Samman, and an additional of 1 lakh rupees was given to him. Coming back, Tansen Samaro is organized in Gwalior, MP, 5-day long festival, and in Gwalior it was the first drone mela that also took place. Next, identify the points that are correct with respect to the central government's incentive scheme to promote RuPay debit card and Bhim UPI transactions. Which of the options A, B, C is correct? Tell me. Read the questions. I am waiting. Which of the options here are correct? The duration of the proposed scheme is 1 year. That is from 1st of April to 2021. Is it correct? Yes, option B is definitely correct. What about B? Tell me. The scheme is announced with an estimate financial outlay of 2000 crore rupees. Was it 2000 crore rupees? No, it was not 2000, it was 1300 crore rupees. So B option is wrong. C. The scheme is applicable to the banks having operations in India and transactions done in India. Absolutely correct. D option. The operational guidelines for implementation of the scheme will be issued to the acquiring banks by the Ministry of Finance. Is it correct? So the D option also becomes wrong. So the correct option here is only A and C are correct. Next, HSBC Asset Management acquired 100% stake of equity shares of Dash for a total cost of Dash. First of all, remember, HSBC Asset Management has acquired 100% stake of equity shares of which company? Of L&T Investment Management, and for a total cost of how much? For a total cost of 425 million US dollar. Alright, for 425 million US dollar, HSBC Asset Management India has acquired 100% stake of equity shares of L&T Investment Management. Mark this. Alright. Next question. RBI extended the validity of its directions for the scam hit Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank from 1st of January 2022 to Dash. I repeat, Reserve Bank of India extended the validity of its direction for the scam hit Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank from 1st of January 2022 to what date? It was to March of 31st, 2022. So under this scheme, the depositors will get their full amount back over a period of 10 years. In the initial phase, the bank will pay an amount insured under DICGC. What is the full form of DICGC? Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, of up to 5 lakh depositors. Alright, do remember this also. If we are talking about Unity Small Finance Bank, USFB, remember this started operation recently in 2021. Moving on. Which organization recently announced to set up a sophisticated semiconductor chip and glass manufacturing ecosystem in India worth 60,000 crore rupees over the next 3 years? So, name the organization that is planning to set up a sophisticated semiconductor chip and glass manufacturing ecosystem in India worth 60,000 crore rupees over the next 3 years. What is the name of the organization? Vedanta. Vedanta is the name of the organization that is planning to set up the sophisticated semiconductor chip and glass manufacturing that will have a total investment of 60,000 crore rupees in the next year. Matlab, that will have a valuation of 60,000 crore rupees in the next 3 years. Alright, that is the worth of it. We all know on a globally there is a shortage of chips, of semiconductor chips all over the world. So in order to escape that, we can develop our own chips. For that, Vedanta has planned to invest 60,000 crore rupees in the next 3 years for setting up sophisticated semiconductor chip and glass manufacturing, and this ecosystem will be built in India by Vedanta Group. As per the new SEBI guidelines on book built issues opening in IPO, what portion of the non-institutional investors will be reserved for applicants with application size of more than 10 lakh rupees? So it was a direct question. As per the guidelines, one third portion will be reserved for the applicants with the application size of more than 10 lakh rupees. So one third portion will be reserved. Next, name the bank that has launched Namaste UK account to Indian professionals on long-term visa to Britain, providing banking services in the UK before they leave India. Remember, State Bank of India is celebrating its centenary year in UK. This can also be asked. State Bank of India is celebrating centenary year in UK with the launch of a new Namaste UK. Here, Namaste UK account that is aimed at benefiting Indian students and professionals on long-term visas to be able to set up their banking services in Britain before they set off from India. Alright, also remember, this is backed up by a robust mobile application that is named by YONO. What does YONO stands for? You only need one. SBI UK chief expert further interest in the account in the new year as more and more Indian students and professionals will make their way to UK and start using this YONO mobile application. Alright, so Namaste UK related to SBI, YONO related to SBI, full form of YONO, you only need one, and sanitary year was celebrated by SBI in UK. Next question. Which of the following states is not one among the top 5 performers in the overall performance of large states as per the 4th edition of the State Health Index of 2019 to 2020 that is being released by NITI Aayog? So you have to name the state that is not one among the top 5 performers in the overall performance of the 4th edition of State Health Index. So now we'll be talking about 4th edition of the State Health Index. Who released this? It is released by NITI Aayog. First thing. Then who topped in this State Health Index? Who topped it? So among the large states, remember, that topped was Kerala, then it is your Tamil Nadu, then it is your Telangana. That is your State Health Performance Index. Alright, first rank, second rank and third rank. Remember, UP ranked the bottom. So if we are talking about the rank bottom, that was 19. That means among top 19 states that the data was collected for, Kerala topped it, and according to the State Health Index, UP bottomed it. UP was the bottom one. Alright. Then if we are talking about small states, it was topped by Mizoram. Remember this. In State Health Index released by NITI Aayog. So it is saying which of the following is not one among the top 5 performers in the overall performance. Among these, which is the not top 5 performer? You have to tell me that. Not. Karnataka is not among the top 5 performers. Alright. So moving on, next. Which of the following is not among the top 5 performers in the CFTI category in the 2021 ARIIA report released by the Ministry of Education? ARIIA. What does this stands for? ARIIA. Full form of ARIIA is Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovations and Achievements. I repeat, Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovation Achievements. This is ARIIA. This was the third edition of ARIIA. IIT Madras topped for the third consecutive year. IIT Madras has topped for the third consecutive year as the most innovative educational institute. Most educational institute. So IITM, that is IIT Madras, topped in the most innovative educational institute for the third consecutive time. It is saying which among the following is not among the top 5 performance in the CFTI category in 2021 ARIIA report. Then this report ARIIA was released by whom? It was released by Ministry of Education. So according to this CFTI category, the one that topped was IIT Madras, IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi. This was the rank first, second, third. It is saying not. So IIT Kharagpur was not among the top 5 as per ARIIA rankings or the report that was released by Ministry of Education. Next, what was the total financial outlay approved by the Union Cabinet under the PLI scheme to promote semiconductor manufacturing in India? Total financial outlay, or you can say what was the amount approved by the Union Cabinet under the PLI scheme to promote semiconductor manufacturing in India. 76,000 crore rupees were approved by the Union Cabinet under the PLI scheme to promote semiconductor manufacturing in India. Next question. US International Development Finance Corporation approved financing for first solar incorporation for its vertically integrated photovoltaic solar module manufacturing facility at Dash. So, US International Development Finance Corporation approved financing for first solar for its vertically integrated photovoltaic solar module manufacturing facility at this facility will be built at Tamil Nadu. Apart from this, remember FTCCI along with ACCI. FTTCI stands for Federation of Telangana Chambers of Commerce and Industries are in agreement with Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment. This is to promote trade. So in other terms, in simplified terms, Telangana is attempting to promote trade between Telangana and Afghanistan. Alright, remember this. FTTCI has partnered with ACCI. Next, which bank recently became the first Indian bank to go live on UPI for cross-border payments, that is your NRI remittances? I again tell you the question. Which bank recently became the first Indian bank to go live on UPI for cross-border payments, NRI remittances? What is the name of the bank? IndusInd Bank was the first Indian bank to go live on UPI for cross-border payments or your NRI remittances. What does it saying? It is saying that IndusInd Bank has partnered with NPCI, that is your National Payment Corporation of India. They together will be offering cross-border payment using UPI. That means a person sitting in India, with the help of this IndusInd and NPCI, can now do payment through UPI to a person sitting in different countries as per in which they are established. Alright, that means they are also they should accept our UPIs, then only it will be eligible. Alright, for an example of this is Thailand's D-Money, DWMONEY, D-Money of Thailand has partnered with India's IndusInd NPCI to offer UPI payments. Alright, so Thailand's D-Money, also remember this. Next, H1B visa approval rate in fiscal year 2021 reached its highest mark in a decade. Name the country that issues the H1B visa. Simple question, you should know this. Which is the country that offers this H1B visa? It is your United States of America. Simple and easy question. Next, Hindustan Unilever Limited's chairman Sanjeev Mehta recently got appointed as the president of which organization? So, Sanjeev Mehta is the new president of FICCI. Highly important question. Currently, Sanjeev Mehta was the senior vice president of FICCI, but now he will be promoted to the post of president of FICCI, and question can be asked that who he will be replacing? Uday Shankar. Uday Shankar was the president of FICCI, but now Sanjeev Mehta will be replacing Uday Shankar to take the post of president of FICCI. Highly important. Alright, if we talk about HUL, that is your Hindustan Unilever Limited, it was established in the year 1993 and Mumbai, Maharashtra is the headquarter. Then if we talk about FICCI, FICCI was established in 1927 and its headquarter is in New Delhi. Name the bank that recently became the second largest merchant acquiring bank by installing over 2 lakh POS machines in 2021. What was the bank? It was your Axis Bank. It became the bank or the second largest merchant acquiring bank by installing over 2 lakh POS machines in the year 2021. Next question. Loans provided under the Stand Up India scheme are repayable by dash with a maximum moratorium period of 18 months. So remember, the loans that are provided under Stand Up India scheme are repayable by 7 years with a maximum moratorium period of 18 months. If we talk about Stand Up India scheme, this scheme was launched in the year 2016. Alright, it was earlier till 23rd of March 2021, but now this scheme has been extended till the year 2025. What was this scheme? According to this scheme, the bank loans between 10 lakh rupees to 1 crore rupees to at least one women borrower per bank and at least one scheduled commercial bank. That means the loan of at least 10 lakh rupees to 1 crore will be issued to at least one woman and at least one SC/ST candidate per bank or per bank branch of scheduled commercial banks. Alright, so this is your stand-up scheme that was launched in 2016 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It was earlier till 23rd of March 2021, but it was then changed, the deadline was changed to the year 2025. It was extended to 2025. According to this scheme, a loan of 10 lakh to 1 crore rupees will be issued per bank branch. That means per branch of the bank. That means each branch will be issuing at least this much loan to one woman and one SC/ST borrower. So it is asking how many Lok Sabha sessions are normally conducted in 1 year. There are a normal of 3 sessions, you should know. One is your budget, another is your monsoon session, then is your winter session. These are the 3 sessions conducted by Lok Sabha. Next, how many households will be benefited through the Gram Ujala program of CESL that targets to distribute 110 million LED bulbs by 31st March of 2022. So it is asking static question only, that how many, number is being asked here. Alright, so how many households will be benefited? Roughly 2 million households will be benefited through the Gram Ujala program of CESL that is targeting to distribute 10 million LED bulbs by 31st of March 2022. Next, SBI, State Bank of India, has acquired a minority stake in the JSW Cement for 100 crore rupees through CCPS. What does CCPS stands for? CCPS stands for Compulsory Convertible preferences shares. I repeat, compulsory convertible preferences shares. This stands for CCP. The direct question is here that SBI has acquired the minority stake in JSW Cement for 100 crore rupees through CCPS. What does this CCPS stands for? It is your compulsory convertible preference shares. Next question. What does the first two digits represent in the newly introduced BH series number plate that was launched by the Ministry of Roadways, Transport and Highways as notified this BH series? Alright. What does this signify? It signifies has notified Bharat series. Alright. Of registration which people can opt for. So what are the first two digits representing in this newly introduced BH series number? The registration year. They are suggesting the registration year. So let me give you an example of this typical BH number plate. It will look like if a car is developed in the year 2022. So 2022 BH XXXXAA. So the number plate will look like something like this. Next, Dash is the India's first credit card rating agency incorporated in the year 1987. CRISIL is the India's first credit rating agency that was incorporated in the year 1987. Remember CRISIL. What is the full form of CRISIL? Credit Rating and Information Services of India Limited. I repeat, Credit Rating and Information Services of India Limited. It is India's first credit rating agencies. These credit rating agencies will be regulated by SEBI, or they were regulated by SEBI through the SEBI CRA Regulation Act of 1999. Alright, next. Also remember, CRISIL, India's first credit rating agency, it was incorporated in the year 1987. Do remember the year also. Next is, you have to name the organization that partnered to introduce a tokenization facility for RuPay card holders. A tokenization facility. We did this question in our video. If you would have paid attention, it would have been a quick answer for you guys. Name the organization that partnered to introduce a tokenization facility for RuPay card holders. Organization is being asked. Which is the organization that takes care of the payments of Indian finances? It is your NPCI. That is your National Payment Corporation of India. So easy question. Next, who chaired RBI's expert committee to review governance of boards in India? You have to name the person who has chaired the RBI's expert committee to review governance board of India. It is your PJ Nayak. Is the chairperson of this expert committee to review governance of boards in India. Next question. What is Union Bank of India's rank in EASE 4.0 Reform Index for the first quarter of fiscal year 2022 that was released by Indian Banks Association? I repeat, Indian Banks Association recently released EASE 4.0 Reforms Index. Question asked here is, what is the rank of Union Bank of India in this EASE 4.0 Reforms Index for the first quarter of fiscal year 2022 according to IBA. So the rank of India is third. First thing, mark this. So rank of Union Bank of India is third. Answer was this. Those who have marked this, it is correct. What is the full form of EASE? EASE stands for Enhanced Access and Service Excellence. I repeat, Enhanced Access and Service Excellence is the full form of EASE that you should know. If asked who topped or which bank topped the EASE 4.0, it was topped by, first rank was of SBI, second was Bank of Baroda, and third was your of, we just saw Union Bank of India. Union Bank of India was third rank again according to the EASE 4.0 Reforms Index for the first quarter of fiscal year 2022, and the full form of EASE is Enhanced Access and Service Excellence. What is the operational range of the PRLE missile developed by DRDO? So two things. PRLE, this missile is developed by DRDO, Then it is asking what is the range of this pralay. The range was 150 to 500 kilometers. This was the correct answer. Apart from this, there was an exercise by the name Paschim Leher. This Paschim Leher is basically conducted by Indian Navy. If asked who conducts Paschim Leher, it was conducted by Indian Navy. Alright, and this Paschim Leher also involved Indian Navy, Indian Army as well as Indian Air Force. So Indian Air Force and Army also took part in this exercise. Paschim Leher conducted by Indian Navy. It was conducted in the west coast, and also this took 20 days to complete. So this was an exercise that took 20 days. Alright, then another question related to defense you should know is first women pilot of Rafale aircraft. First women pilot of Rafale aircraft. What is her name? She is Shivangi Singh. Shivangi Singh is the first women pilot of Rafale. Highly important. You should know this. Alright. Then, as you know, there is tension going on between Russia and Ukraine. So recently Russia conducted an exercise with China and Iran in the Gulf of Oman. What was the name of the exercise? The name of the exercise was Chiru. Remember this. CHI China, R for Russia, that is China, Russia and Iran took part in this exercise named Chiru that was conducted in the Gulf of Oman. Gulf of Oman. Where was this conducted? It was conducted in Gulf of Oman. Mark this. This is also important. Alright. So friends, this was our session. I hope you enjoyed it. Do like our video. Also, we want you to tell us in the comment that how you feel about the video. I hope you have enjoyed the session and you have gained a tremendous knowledge. Also, those who have already seen our previous video would have revised this content in a better way. Alright, so these videos will be very helpful to you. All we want from you is to give us your suggestions. If you have liked the video, all we want you to is comment down below. So friends, the battery is also over. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862 and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price and that will help you to boost your preparation.